All right, shalom to elect Israel, to the hopeful elect Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, foreign Israelites, and like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. I want to give all praise to Barak, Yahawashi. Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Name of the Heavenly Father, everybody ignorantly calls God. His true name in the ancient Hebrew is Rawchaa Qadash. His true name is Yahawah. Bahasham means in the name of. Yahawashi is the Holy One of Israel. Everybody ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, who was slain at the foundations of the earth for the salvation of the elect of Israel. Then you got 2/3 of the wicked Israelites scattered across America, Babylon the Great, and the other wicked Israelites scattered across the four corners of the earth that will come back to the loins of the elect after the destruction. The Qadash is the Holy Spirit that has been bestowed upon the men. The Heavenly Father gave His only begotten Son out of the world to complete this work. So we always want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. Let us all to this truth. Been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness and wrath to all those who are part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord, when we part of that number, Lord, when this be edifying to those who fear the name of the Lord, striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah 3:5, it is not slack. 2 Peter 3:9 is unto a ring. 2 chapter 5, verse 42. Shalom to all you sincere believers out there here and on after Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, Barak, Atham. We're going to get into just a little lesson. I'm Lord willing to do some end time topics tomorrow, and tonight I'm thinking about doing this tonight, and then Lord willing tomorrow I can go do a little small camp because I'm out of town right now, but I definitely still got to listen to the elder and go in and see what he was talking about today. So some of the stuff he was going into, I kind of was meditating on, want to add some things. But the title is, there are no easy roads leading to the Lord, and they are all reserved. There is no free will. So a lot of people, they have, this mindset that the decisions that they make, is of their own. But how the Lord works is, it's not like He don't treat us like robots or nothing. But it's like let's say you gonna do something, you think you gonna do something, and the Lord make you do what He wants you to do. That's how things work. There is no free will. Everything has been ordained to happen. And I was going over that the other day. Doing a little small little outside lesson. Kind of walk and talk. And you can't really you're not supposed to worry about this stuff. The Lord's already done mapped out how we're supposed to make it out of here. So whatever happens to us or around us, it was to, make sure we walk in the steps of salvation, because there wouldn't be no other reason why we're here. He wouldn't put us in his truth if he didn't want us to make it, but you got to strive to make it. It's not an easy road. It's gonna be sometimes you feeling like, damn, man, shit ain't working out or whatever. But once you start thinking more godly, you start to understand that everything's happening right on time. The Lord's making it like that to show you that he's got you, regardless of what happens. Because you've been thinking like something gonna happen and then it happened a different way, but it was better than what you was really trying to do. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2. But first, wisdom is going to try you and see if you really ain't no weenie and shit, and you're going to be hard. You're going to stay with the path. It's Ecclesiasticus, the book of Barak, chapter 2, and it reads, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So we know that, like, even there's people in the world, they have temptation when it comes to them getting everything right and everything working around in their lives, and a lot of people, like the churches, they make you feel like, oh, when you go there, the troubles are going to come off of you. And that's not how this works. The Lord's going to put you through shit more than what an average person is going through. So that's why we tell people, like, if you really want to serve the Lord and you read the scriptures and stuff, know that you're coming in to be tempted, to be tried, see if you're the elect. So it's going to get harder. The words to immortality is not something that's going to be easily received. The trials are not going to be easily completed. Okay, nothing good comes overnight. It takes time for that stuff to grow. Verse 2, set thy heart aright, right your mind, and constantly endure what? Trouble. That's why we pray to the Lord to strengthen us, because he knows he's going to send us trials and shit. So we're going to need the strength, because the Lord's looking at us like personally. Everybody else on earth, he's like, whatever, nigga, go do whatever. But he's looking at us, so he's like, all right, I'm really going to make sure y'all doing the right thing. And constantly endure and make not haste in the time of trouble. So when it's a time where you're like, damn, I don't know what to do, don't do shit. Just wait on Yahawashi, But if you got some of your power, maybe you can try to work something out or whatever. You can get that handle, cool. But if you can't, just sit there and wait on the Most High, because that's how it's going to be in Jacob's trouble. We're not going to be able to do shit. Okay? There's going to be nowhere to run. Okay? The only thing you're going to have is Yahawashi. That's it. You're just going to have to wait and see if he intervenes. And he's going to, if you're one of his servants, or you believe in him. He will. If you've been following the law to the best of your abilities, that's what my elder was talking about today, about, doing your best. And I want to kind of go into another scripture, kind of going into that in a second. I want to go into that, but we're gonna go to it. We're gonna go to this first though. Barak, chapter 4, verse 17. And this is to show you that wisdom, which is Sophia, she's gonna try you. She's gonna see if you weak or some shit before she starts giving you the secrets and everything, because not everybody receives this. This is Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 17. It reads, for at the first time she will walk with him by crooked ways. So you got, some jakes that came in the truth and they were still smoking weed and shit or doing whatever. And wisdom was still dwelling with them. Like they were still watching the videos and getting it and shit. And a lot of us brothers came in there like that too. Well, we wasn't doing everything perfect. We were still kind of fucked up off that Babylon juice and shit. So we were still trying to get our shit right, And that's what it's talking about. Wisdom was still walking with us, even in the times that, we was in other lifetimes too, and we had to not weenie out all them other times, and wisdom wouldn't be dealing with us right now. She would be like, no, I'm not fucking with y'all. I'm fucking with the ones who been doing what the fuck I say every time. That's who wisdom's fucking with. So at first she would walk with him by crooked ways and bring fear and dread upon him. See, like Sophia's gonna fuck with you and shit. Make sure you tough and torment him with her discipline, right? Be like, damn, I gotta follow all these damn rules again. I'm just figuring this shit out. Do the shit, Jake. Just do it. Until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. See? Like wisdom won't even really start trying you unless they know you're battle ready. And and you're spiritually ready to battle these, these afflictions and stuff that we're about to go through. Because when you realize and you acknowledge that the Lord, like when it said that there's no more cloak for your sin. If you figure out you love Yahweh, Yahawashi, this shit real, your shit is gonna be held accountable for. Everybody else out here, yeah, they still gonna get judged, but the Lord's gonna really fuck with you because you knew better. Verse 18, then she will return the straight way unto him, the straight gate, this road. It ain't easy, man. So after you get fucked up, you get your ass whooped, you're getting thrown all over the place, you're losing your job, shit going bad, your tires is popping and shit, you're getting your buses delayed or whatever. Then she gonna put you on the straight gate, which is a hard ass road. After she just said you good enough just to go to the test, okay, the right way. That's how hard it is to be. That's how hard it is to get in the truth, man. Like you don't just stumble up into this shit. The Lord like put you there, and comfort him and show him her secrets. Okay, that's how we know what's going on. We know that America Babylon the race got to get blown up, be turned into toothpicks. That's how we know. So she was like, "Yeah, I can't have no weenie people teaching this shit. Even the brothers that are forward, even the brothers that are gentle too. They have a stature about them too. They have a manliness about them. Like they're not gonna just let you walk over them. Like." Ain't no man in GMS just letting nobody walk over none of us. It don't matter if we sound kind or not on the videos. Shit, who we are for Yahweh Yahawashi outside this camera is completely different thing. Okay, it's way more shit. Okay, it's not like I'm a prophet.com. Like, no, motherfucker, you guys to learn certain shit. Okay, like doing stuff like the Passover and stuff. That stuff is it's a lot of stuff that has to be done. Okay. This shit is a sacred assembly, man. That shit is not something just everybody would understand. They would be like, the fuck? Y'all really doing shit over here. They think we're just talking about Esau, Edom's going into slavery. Like, that's all the fuck we know in the MOTB. Like, we talk about way more shit than that. You just have to be around long enough. The straight gate is only for those who are supposed to see it, though. This ain't no easy road, Jake. Matthew chapter 7, verse 13, it reads, enter ye in at the straight gate. And this is Yahawashi speaking. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, right? Many there be which go in there at, So we had to, we're blessed to be doing what we're doing because we know there's no free will. We was all like, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that in life. And he was like, nope, you're going to serve y'all Bahasham Rawchaa. That's what he made us fucking do. That's faith. Okay, he gave us this shit. We didn't come here on our own will. Just like when Jonas tried to run from the Most High, he said, no, motherfucker, you're going to be a prophet. You're going to do this shit. So, Jake, you can run, bro. But if you're supposed to be in GMS and you're supposed to be doing this shit, you're going to do it. You're going to do this, And that's just really saying to the brothers that's affiliates, whatever. You want to go do whatever, Lord, if you really supposed to be a prophet, trust me, you're going to be out there with us. You're going to be doing this, There's no way out of this shit. Bahasham Rawchaa said, I can't get mine. And if you're one of his, you didn't choose. And that's how we got to think about that shit. Like, we're really here for a reason, Sophia wouldn't even be dealing with us. This is the last time everybody's been reincarnated back into the earth. You got Generation Z and shit. Okay? That's the last people to get reincarnated before judgment. It's the end of this shit. And say Yahawashi is the Alpha and the Omega. Okay? The beginning and the end. He finna end this shit, man. We don't have to deal with this shit no more. So whatever we're going through right now, hey, got past some tests, Jake. These are last tests. See if you're gonna be immortal forever and shit, and be honored. To serve Yahweh Yahawashi. We don't want to go into the kingdom on some like in 2/3 and they on some fuck shit. You're part of a whole immortal fucking kingdom. You niggas are just enemies of it. But you still got in because the Lord just chose your ass. And a lot of people, I ain't gonna even talk about it because I'm gonna keep going. There's other things that came to mind about that, but I want to talk to my elder about it more so I can like be more profound on it when I go into it. Because a lot of people, they look at Judas wrong and shit, but he was a saint too. He had a role. And he gonna be there. Y'all gonna be there. I want to go more in depth about that. And I want to see what my elder got to say about it, but we're going to do that later, when I get to talk to him. I like talking to my elder about stuff before I do videos on certain things because he be bringing up a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I didn't even think about that because my brain hasn't been on Yahawah, Yahawashi for 30-some years, you know? He's on some shit, you know what I mean? He knows what he's talking about. It's Proverbs chapter 21, verse 16. It reads, the man that wandereth out of the way, that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. You see? So you're talking about a mortal king, you know, Yahawashi at the top of this, you know, just everything on the planet, the universe, and they're looking down, right, on the earth, and they're seeing all these fucking people, right? You think they're focusing on somebody who's spiritually dead? They ain't even they're ruler of the universe looking at us and controlling all the other bodies and watching us do what the fuck we do. That's what's going on right now. Okay? And if you're not seeing that, those 144 men are just walking around waiting to destroy this place with Yahawashi. I might be one, who knows, Lord willing. I hope I am. So I want to whoop some ass. You know what I'm saying? That's how I be thinking in my mind. Like, Lord gave me spiritual powers, and hey, you know, jack some shit up. Until then, I'm just going to sit here and just read scriptures to you. We're not going to do anything. Okay? That's where, you know, a lot of these religions are fucked up. They're all like, yeah, the Bible says our war is spiritual, not carnal. And then they be shooting people and blowing shit up and taking over lands and raiding niggas' houses and rioting and shit. Y'all motherfuckers ain't the people of the Lord. So I want to bring this up. This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 10, that reads, and behold, there was a man which had his hand withered. And they asked him, saying, is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath days? That they might accuse him. Because back in the day in Israel, if you did some stupid shit, you was getting judged for real. Wasn't no game. Everybody think Israel some Christian go-lucky niggas, and we're not. Okay? Talking about lay smackdown on a nigga real quick. Be over with, through. Like, that was our customs. So Jake was real serious. Like, hey, what if I lost a sheep or something? Because one Israelite picked up a stick and got put to death, man. Very serious, right? It's lawful to do on the Sabbath days that they might accuse him, right? It's just like, I got to get Jake to go off because that's what they do. That's all they want to do because they know if Jake gets this shit right, he gets all the scriptures right, he does them right, he becomes immortal. That's what they're like, no, that's not what it says. What did it say? They be in Jake ass because they know he's the only one who can really get it. So they're like, fuck, we got to make sure we do a whole bunch of shit where these niggas don't know what's going on. Shit funny, man. Motherfuckers think y'all slick. Verse 11, and he said unto them, what man shall there be among you that shall have one sheep? And if it fall into a pit on the Shabbat, the Sabbath day, this Yahawashi speaking, will he not lay hold on it and lift it out? Right. So that's why you see some of us, like if it's a Shabbat, we'll be out there still teaching and stuff because that's a form of work. He was talking about pulling out a sheep, right? That's in a resemblance to like a believer. So you like be out on the Sabbath or whatever, and you end up helping somebody, and they, you know, the Lord wanted them to come into the truth. That's like basically what it's saying in the spirit. You know, talking to like in this day, you see what I'm saying? Because it said, protect my sheep, feed my flock, right? They're the sheep. So it's really talking about the elect. Verse 12, how much is it better? How much then is a man better than a sheep? Wherefore it is lawful to do well on the Sabbath days, right? And he said, then saith he to the man, stretch out forth thine hand, and stretched it, and he stretched it forth, and there was restored hold like as the other. See, because he got the understanding, he got what the Lord was talking about. He was like, nah, bro, you go get it, because that's, you know, that's what the Lord's doing. You know what I'm saying? He's coming to get us when we're not still doing shit right. We're still making mistakes and shit. He's like, nah, you one of my sheep. I'm gonna come pull you out of there. And it's smart how he did it because he said you got to don't be over righteous and over wicked, because if you're just over righteous, you're gonna die. It said, why thou die before that time? So you got to have a little bit of iniquity in you, because Esau Edom and said he became wiser than Daniel. So they're looking at everybody and they're really looking like, see who's the saints. You know, they're really studying that shit. But they're confused about it because they don't understand how we're going to get in with all the fucked up shit we've done. They're going to be, it's what's the strangers of our salvation. They're like, how did this motherfucker make it? Like, he shot like a motherfucker. This motherfucker was cooking chicken and shit. He's floating. Like, be like, oh shit. It's gonna be wild, okay? Because I'm not the only Jake in the truth cooking chicken, okay? I'm just saying that because that's what I do for now. But you know, I've worked in factories and stuff. Like Jake is just, you know, I just try to resemble it, kind of what I got going on too. Sometimes, you know, to try to make a point about it. We're all going through our own little captivities as Israelites, you know, and we're all going down the straight gate, but not every gate has the same trials. We're all having to like dwell with each other with our own shit. I think Israel is something like light or something, man. Your brain's not gonna can't attach hold to this. Unless Yahawashi made you do that shit. This is Joshua chapter 1, verse 8. This is why we do this all the time. And it reads, "This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night." Meditate. Okay? Lord's telling me look it up. This is all we can do, man. Because everything else we look at, it just looks like nothing to us. Because we're spiritual people. Like when we look at something, and all the carnal people are like, yeah, and they're over there doing shit. We're like, oh shit, like I don't want to do that. Okay, we're literally supposed to be opposite from all these motherfuckers here, but we don't just go out and put a banner out and tell everybody in the world, I'm not doing that. We just do it the way the Lord said do it. We try to be discreet, but we're gonna do our videos. You're gonna know we ain't playing on the videos, and we're gonna do a camp in one spot. And really, we don't want to talk to y'all because we know most of y'all on some bull biggity. Okay, but we're just showing we're there. Like you could have talked to us. So when you start going through that Jacob's trouble, y'all can't look at us like it's our fault y'all died. Okay? Can't be sitting there acting like we ain't tell your ass. Don't be looking at me like, how could you? No, motherfucker, we told you every day. You can't get mad at me. Yeah. They still gonna get mad because the Lord said they would. Whatever. We're gonna read it to you. That's a prophet. Like, that's what we're here for. We just read shit, you know, and wait on the Lord. It's very simple. Damn. Okay, I went to 18. All right, let me go back. And I got just a little bit more. I think I got like 5 more precepts. I ain't got that much. I'll try to keep it short. You know, we had about 20-some minutes, so I'm doing all right. I just want to look up that word. I've looked it up before, but I just want to look it up again. There's a couple other words I want to look up too and show you something. Meditate. All right. Oh, hold on. What's the word?
Strong's H 1897.
Oh yeah.
Haggah.
That's right.
Haggah.
Okay. And it says Simone. Hold on. Went away. Gonna get to the ones that show you that really what it's talking about in this passage, you know, about talking about getting into the law. Because just because it's just because it's there doesn't mean it's not really talking about it in the full sense. When you're reading that scripture, it says to moan, to growl, utter, muse, mutter, meditate, devise, plot, speak. It says to roar, you know, growl, groan. And this is like talking about spiritually, to meditate, devise, right? Imagine, right? You got to see yourself turn the mortal and slapping niggas in the mouth and shit. Like, we think about that shit. Because if I become that guy, it's the worst thing I'm going to do. I'm going to be macking niggas in the head. Like, I told your ass, bow. I'm like, oh shit, Jake was mad, you know? They really think Yahawashi is not angry right now. You know? They don't get it, man. We've been imagining the Lord come down whooping great ass. Okay? So we think about. And there's other things we think about as mercy too, but you know, like I was born like, you know, in a time where, and I came into truth because like I feel like really right now, even though like when I came into truth like a year and a half ago, I feel like I'm like 1.5 years old, like 2 years old. Okay. We're being taught now how to die. Okay. That's what we're doing. You have to start over your whole everything, who you are. Okay. To be on that straight gate. You can't just be the same. It has to be different, man. You're going to make mistakes along the way, but that's because the Lord did that, because he did. If you would have did everything right, they would have knew you elect and they just kill you. It's Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. Finally, brethren, because there's fucking Esau, Edom's, they're watching the fuck out of it. They're terrified. Okay, they're sweating. Okay, they're hoping we're wrong. Finally, brethren, whatever so things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things be lovely, whatsoever things are of good report. Right? There's a good report, right? If there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. Okay? But a lot of times, this is what we're thinking about because we're trying to escape it. I want to show this. You know, the report is showing that the Lord is exalting judgment in the earth. Okay, that's one of the parts of that good report of like showing his judgment. That's why we think a lot about this. But they think we're sad about it, but we're showing you that the Lord is doing shit in real time. Okay, this is what we're doing. And I can just go to, right here. And I had pulled up, but I want to read it in NLT. Okay, so it says wisdom and folly contrasted, right? And it says the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. And like mourning is also like, you know, we're knowing that we're in a down state, but it's not mourning like everybody else is saying it. You know what I'm saying? It's like really saying like you're in a state where you're focused on the wrath of Yahawah, Yahawashi coming, because that's the next part of the movie, Jake. Okay, we've been waiting on this movie a long time. It's called Jacob's Trouble. When that bitch pop up in this bitch, it's gonna get live. Okay, it's gonna get real live. And everybody who was think we were just fucking talking to shit and this bitch started shit really going down, you're done. Okay, this is the grace period. You get a time for Lord pulls that hammer on that ass, like Judgment Day. Keeping the main thing the main thing. We're trying to show you better be focusing on this shit. Okay. Not act like everybody else partying in your mind. Like be out here like nothing's gonna happen. Got that mindset, Jake. Lord's putting you in place to get your fucking shit thrown down. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 4. A wise person, and this is an NLT, a wise person thinks a lot about death, while a fool thinks only about having a good time. Okay? We think a lot about fucking motherfuckers getting dropped out here. Okay? It's what we do a lot of time. We be thinking about, damn, I could get dropped too. And pray Yahweh, Yahawashi, he keeps controlling us. It's like, no, I don't want you to die. I just want you to go over here and tell everybody they're going to get blown up. I'm going to come get you. That's what we want to do. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 4. We're going to read it again. Well, we already did. it. I thought I didn't read it. So let me go to Job 5:19. Stick with the point. Stick with the point. 28 minutes, so I'm moving. Yeah, I got that. Yep. I just want to make a couple more points. We're going to get out of here. Because we, right now, if you're not going through any troubles, that means that the Lord is not trying you. So that means that's really bad. And that means that you need to figure out how you want the Lord to see you even worthy to get the trials, okay? To becoming one with him, okay? Even as you're just a believer. It's like way bigger than, if you're not going through nothing, then he's not trying you. Because right here he said, Job 5:19, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. So you had to go through a full amount, and it really is 6 troubles, because the MOTB is the 666. So that's the 6 troubles he's talking about. We're going to get to that point to where they implement that shit all across the world. And if you don't have that shit, there's going to be real dangerous totalitarian repercussions for that, man. Okay, some of us is going to get our fucking heads chopped off and shit. Y'all going to be like, fuck, they're ready to die for Yahweh, Yahawashi. Lord willing, if we up that number, man, we're going to hold fast. So Lord's going to put a cold spirit on Jake in that day, and you're going to find out how pissed the Lord is for what you've done to his people. Verse 20, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. That is what we're facing right now. We're in the valley of shadow of death. 200 million intergalactic missiles going to hit this bitch and be on fire. And we're the only ones that know. Everybody else, they heard it. They said it makes sense. They really think it's not going to happen, because the Lord's like, nope, I want you to go out there and be somebody I didn't really give a fuck about and let you die out here. That's how serious the Lord is, man. You're not getting protected by Yahweh, Yahawashi if you don't really believe this stuff. You know, Job represented the elect today. We have to believe, like, we was with these people, man, and we got to prove it. That's why we're always trying to make sure we're on top of our shit. And the elders and apostles, great millstone, the Lord set them up, man, to make sure we knew what to do, man. Anything else that's around that, you cool with them, man. The Lord's gonna help you. Stay really give a fuck about Israel. You know, I'm just a new brother coming in. I've got to experience firsthand the love of GMS, man. The brothers really looked out for me. This is Sirach chapter 33, verse 1, and it reads, "There shall no evil happen unto them that fear the Lord, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. But in temptation, even again will he deliver him." So the Lord's got to put you in the right temptation to be saved out of it. Everybody's going to go through temptation, but a lot of people is going to come out cleaned up. You hear me? Cleaned up, polished. You know what I mean? It's not going to be nothing to play around with. Nothing to be playing around with, Jake. That's why we think about death all fucking day. But in temptation, even again, he will deliver him. Verse 2, a wise man hateth not the law, because sin is transgressing of the law. And if you just like dying, Jake, then don't do the law to the best of your abilities. But he that is an hypocrite therein is as a ship in a storm. Okay? It's going to get blown away, man. Verse 3, wise man or man of understanding trusteth in the law. See, what do he say? The Lord says he's going to redeem us without money. So even if we don't got it, we're going to still be Israel. And the law is faithful unto him as an oracle. We're the oracles of the Most High. Lord willing, we are that number. You know? Lord willing, that's us. And it sounds right because the Song of Moses, it sounds like this. Okay? There's only one Song of Moses. A lot of people been making tracks and all your shit ain't gonna mean nothing. This is the song that needs to be being played. Okay? This is the one. When me and the elder, we do music sometimes. It's all about this song. We singing songs about this one. This is where we at, Jake. Okay, we're focused on this. We want to be immortal again. Everybody else wants to just keep dying. All right, well, keep dying, nigga. We're gonna do this. Okay, prepare what to say, and thou shalt be heard. That's why a lot of times I make a bit list of scriptures and shit. You know what I'm saying? Put stuff together and bind up instructions. See, bind it up, folders, bind it up. Make sure you got shit all your shit ready. So when you're gonna pull it out, they're like, oh shit, there's a connection to all these people who love Yahawah, Yahawashi, what they said. That's why I prepare my shit. You know, it's a meal. You know, it's a meal to give you how to like instruction, you know, on how to be a judge. Okay, talking about 144,000. That's who we're looking for. If we help the Lord find one of them men or whatever that's loyal to one of those men, you're good, Jake. And they're out here. And they really are doing the work of the Lord. You know, they're out there, bro. You know, we're gonna see, bro. We told you GMS is right, man. Right? So and bind up instruction and then make answer, right? To kind of give you a spiritual nourishment. And the heart of the foolish is like a cartwheel, and his thoughts are like a rolling axe tree, right? I'm gonna go pull it over here in the NLT and give you that one, or I want to put it in the GNT. Okay, I want to show you what that says. Yeah, I'm gonna show you what that says, and then we're gonna go back to that and keep reading. Just to show you a little bit more what it's saying. It says, Sirach 33, verse 5, a foolish person's mind works like a cartwheel going round and round in circles. Some people just got the Lord going like this, like an AI robot, like, and this nigga's just going in a circle waiting to get blown up, while everybody else is on the straight gate, okay? That's what you're seeing right now, okay? There's courthouses everywhere. Well, this is what the Lord's courthouse looks like. The whole fucking everything that you're doing. You know, that's what it looks like. A stallion horse is as a mocking friend, He neigheth under everyone that sitteth upon him. Right? We're gonna read that in the GNT to show you what it's saying, because it's like Shakespeare. Esau, Edom, and them were digging so hard to try to figure out how to fucking do this. Okay, they still be doing it. It talked about they'll wonder who's not written in the book. They sitting here like, fuck, who is it? So there's some Edomites here all day been trying to decipher this shit. Okay, and the Lord's like, here you go, Jake. And Jake got that shit, man. We got the truth, man. You know. And I'm not saying like, you know, even the elders say like it's not about GMS, it's really about the Lord, but that they're the ones to show you that the tabernacle was real too, man. You got to acknowledge them. That's why we give them double honors, man. We know they showed us how to find immortality again. And if you don't believe that, then you don't have faith, bro. You're done. So this is verse 6, a sarcastic friend is like a wild horse that neighs no matter who tries to ride him, right? Look at that. Things had to say about that, you know? So we're not being sarcastic when we tell you America, Babylon, Great's going to get blown up. We're not going to accept any other doctrine. We're trying to tell you, you're not riding us with that bull biggity, that bullshit John Wayne running out to the exit and escaping story. Nah. The Christianity bullshit, it's over with. That's what my elder was talking about at camp today. You know, Christianity's fucking through, man. You're not running us with that game. We're going to trust in Yahawashi. Verse 7, why doeth one day excel another? When that shall the light of every day in the year when the light of every day in the years of the sun, right? By the knowledge of the Lord, they were distinguished and alter seasons as feasts. Verse 9, some of them have made high days and hallowed them, and some of them he hath made ordinary days, right? So that's why there's some days we're telling you like this is a real serious thing that we're going through. You know, we're going through the blowing of the trumpets right now, and we're just about done. You know, these are things that like we not be able to just celebrate. We're in captivity, but you remember those, take reverence in those, because that is what we're going to be doing in the kingdom forever. Because you're going to be so glad to never die again. Like this stuff is very, the Lord set those feasts, man. We want to be there with Yahawashi because he's going to be there every time. You know, he loves his bride. You know, he loves Israel. No matter what we fucking done, he said he's going to come for us. We believe him. So, you know, and all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth, right? And knowledge that the Lord hath divided them. See? And much knowledge have the Lord divided them. There we have much knowledge that divides us from everybody on the planet, man. We don't really have to teach you too much. They know when there's a fucking real Jake in the area, man. Esau Edom's, oh, you think he's got his sirens ready. Okay, he knows the Lord's gonna blow this bitch up. He's making sure that he does everything he tells him to do because he works for the Lord. It's like, yep, I'm gonna make sure they all think that I'm gonna save them. I'm not gonna do it. That's the Lord making them do that. That's what he designed them to do. Okay, and he said, after you get done with that, let me get rid of you. He knows his time's up. He's got a short time. So I said, Revelation 12:12, they finna pull up, and it's coming. Jake want to be out here playing, and their ways diverse. Verse 12, some of them he have blessed and exalted, right? They didn't have a choice. They were just given it. And some of them to be sanctified and set near himself. So there's people that's walk on the place right now, all in the whole world. Yahawashi control the whole universe. And he's looking down on his footstool. And he's saying, all them people are going to come with me. And all the rest of y'all going to stay here. And even the 2/3 is going to be with us. They just, you know, they're going to really get fucked up out here. Say they didn't believe in Yahweh, Yahawashi. Shit in the fucking game, Jake. It's a battlefield. This bitch is finna get turned on. All them sirens at noonday are gonna be going off. It's gonna be over. She's gonna be crying and hugging and I'm sorry, I should. Niggas gonna be weeping and gnashing their teeth in this bitch, Jake. It's gonna be a scary time. And we're hoping to be leaving because he said we're the ones who really love the Lord. He said after some of us got our fucking heads chopped and some of us died and everything, he said, I'm gonna raise y'all back up. The ones out there and the ones that barely made it there, y'all gonna come up together and everybody else is gonna really go through hell. You're gonna find out you was standing in the lake of fire. You're gonna find out. You're gonna be wishing you listened when we said, Jake. We fucking told you, bro, online every day. I'm not gonna be held accountable for nothing Yahawashi is gonna do. You know, me or any of the other brothers, Lord willing, man. Because we're telling you everything he's about to do. So it said near himself, but some of them hath he cursed and brought low and turned out of their places. He did that to Israel first. So what makes you think he's just not going to do it to niggas that he got walking around in circles finna get blown up? You know what I mean? Walking around in circles like spiritually. He got you doing shit and traveling and doing all this shit, but your mind, you haven't elevated to understand what immortality means. That's what we're being taught. Immortality is understanding the laws, but we know we can only do so much, but he said we can understand all of it, but we just do it in portions. You got to do it in portions, Jake. You can't just fucking go too fast. You got to take your time, let it soak in, change some of your movements and shit, and then read more. Everybody got their own pace, but some of them have he cursed and brought low and turned out of their paces, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it as his pleasure. Right? We're pots. That's what it's talking about. He made us. Whatever we doing, the Lord made us do that. So man is in the hand of him that made him to render to them as liketh him best. See? So it's a balance. You got some people out here that's really, are here to be saved by Bahasham. You got some people who are condemned. There's nothing that we can do about it, bro. That's what it's saying. Verse 14, good is set against evil and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner and the sin against the godly. And that's what we're in right now. So everywhere you go, Yahawashi and the whole universe has literally got his hands on you. And everybody else, they're in the congregation of the dead, Jake. That's what you're seeing. If you're spiritual, you can't see that, then you're going to think that what we're saying is like, it's not vital, to your conclusion here in Babylon the Great. It's going to be a bad ending. You've seen a lot of these movies have these badass endings. They'd be horrible endings. This was going to be the worst one for Jake. For you to be a 2/3 and been fucking around, Yahawashi return, destroy all the kingdoms. You was 2/3. Hey man, better try not be that if you can, because it's a scary thought, man. It's a scary thought to be Jake out here just doing whatever, thinking like the Lord is not sending a sword, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 15, verse 1. But thou, O power, talking about Yahawah, gracious and true, long-suffering and mercy, ordering all things. He orders everything. There's no free will. Everything's getting ordered. Okay? Pizza Hut, motherfucker, is getting ordered. Okay? Lord's putting all this shit out, everything that we see going on around us. Everything comes from Yahawashi. He made the earth to generate gods. And that's what he's doing right now. Everybody else sitting there talking, doing whatever they're doing. You better been doing what Yahawashi was telling you to do. I'm telling you that. And some people, he said, just walk around the circle and get in spiritually and don't get blown up out here. That's the power we're dealing with, man. I don't think people understand that. He's in mercy, ordering all things. So he even gave Esau Edom mercy. He let him be wicked and rude and have a temper tantrum and fuck everything up and destroy everything, the food and everything. Snake's still alive. That's mercy from Yahawashi. But he's finna pull that from the earth. Okay? He's finna yank that bull biggity cord. Okay? You're not gonna just get away with anything. Okay? You're gonna get judged. Okay? And he's got his little guys down here. We're learning how to be judges. Okay, and what I mean by little guys is like we all started out as babies in this thing. Starting from the elders and apostles, we all started babies and shit in our mind, like, But he made sure that we had good counsel, man. So we're on it. You know what I mean? we really do this shit. You know, think about Yahawashi all day. For if we sin, we are thine, knowing thy power. But we will not sin, knowing that we are counted thine. Right? Talking about being chosen. For to know these is perfect righteousness. Yea, to know thy power is the root of immortality. That's what we're talking about. Being immortal. Okay? This is simple stuff, but I like to pull it up because I haven't went into these on my channel. You know, and I want to do the G and T on that one too. Just I'm curious what it's gonna say on that second one. Right here. These are ones I don't really go into a lot on my channel, so I'm like going into them and stuff. 15. Oh yeah. Because I like the Good News Translation. Sometimes I like to do it because it just kind of gives a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Just throw a little bit more salt on that thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jake is the salt of the earth. You know, like to, you know, study and look at stuff. So, verse 2, like I said, verse 2, I want to go into that. It said, even if we sin, we know your power and are still yours, right? So even though we've been fucking up as Israel, but because you know that we belong to you, we will not sin. That's why we be falling to the best of our abilities. But he's got us still fucking up too. So like I said, so we can blend in with everybody. Because everybody here doesn't, you know, they can't see what's spiritually going on. They're in the congregation of the dead. They don't know what's going on. Verse 4. For neither did the mischievous invention of men deceive us, nor an image spotted with diverse colors, the paintless, fruitless labor. The painter's fruitless labor, man. Okay? See what I'm saying? Some shit doesn't have no meaning to really be alive other than to show you what is real. Okay? That's what he's talking about. The sight whereof enticing fools to go to lust after, you know, trying to get everything here and have your kingdom established here, you know. That's why we spiritually detached. It's not bad having money. It said the love of money is the root of all evil. It said money was evil. It said money answereth all things. But where you put your, you know, the Lord gave some spiritual money out here too. You have no idea. It's worth everything here. That's just Rawchaa Qadash. And so they desire to say, right. They lust after, so they entire desire to the form of a dead image that have no breath. Okay, you got these churches out here, all these other people talking about they love the Lord, but they got all these idols and stuff and bowing to them and shit. Verse 6. Both they that make them, they that desire them, they that worship them, the lovers of evil things, and are worthy to have such things to trust upon. So he gave some people, he said, I want you to trust in some fucked up shit. You ain't gonna even get to the truth, let alone make it out of here. Like, you didn't even get to the understanding that this shit's gonna go down, you know? So if you're somebody who's looking at this and you can get it and you're like understanding, you're like have fear of the Lord and you move on it, that's the Lord making you do that. For the potter, he potted you to do like that. He said in Jeremiah 1:5, me and the elder always talk about it. It said he made Jeremiah a prophet unto the nations. And there was, when the 12 disciples around, there was more than just them. There was little brothers out there like me teaching the shit. We all seen that shit. Okay. He said he met 500 brethren at a time. Okay. When he came back, rose from the dead. Okay. And then ascended back up. He said, y'all finna go through some shit, but I'm gonna be with you in the spirit. You know, Shalom. And he left. Okay. Told us what was going to happen. He said he's going to put us in remembrance. We're about to talk about that. We know he put us in remembrance. For the potter tempering soft earth fashioneth every vessel with much labor for our service. Yea, the same clay he maketh both the vessels that serve for clean uses. One of them's going to get destroyed, one of them's going to get delivered. They're both righteous deliverance of balance of Yahawashi. Okay, he spawned a whole bunch of people on the earth, and a lot of people is not going to make it off. Okay, he spawned everybody back who was fucking doing shit in the spirit world and put everybody back here. It said that even the ones that pierced him would see him coming out of the clouds. So we're all here. Judgment's going to be executed on the wicked man. You better hope that you's with Yahweh Yahawashi. Okay. It's finna go down. It's the last time we've been talking about it, man. It's almost over, man. But anyways, and likewise, also all such as serve to the contrary, but what is the use of other sort? The potter himself is the judge. Talking about Yahawashi, and employing his labors lewdly, he maketh a vain god of the same clay, even he which a little before was made of earth himself, and within a little while after returneth to the same, out when his life which was lent shall be demanded. Right? There's a process where it's like full payment to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Everybody's finna do that. Okay? That's what's finna happen. And everybody out here been paying their bills on time, but you ain't paid the bill to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, you're not gonna have no more bills. Okay? Lord, some this place in the toothpicks, and we cannot be on other way. We got to think about it like he might do this tomorrow, and it makes more sense because we know we're in the sixth seal right now. He said 6 evils shall become upon thee in Job. So we're coming to the 6th seal. What's that? Mark of the beast being made mandatory. You know, that's what's happening. You know, it's what's happening right now. Shit's gonna go down, but I'm finna finish this. It was I had to go cut this AC on real quick. Why it ain't running? Anyways, there you go. All right, so I'm gonna go back to where I was saying. Verse 9, notwithstanding his care is not that he shall say have much labor, nor his life is short, but striveth to excel goldsmiths and silversmiths, and endeavoreth to the like of workers in brass, and counteth it glory to make counterfeit things. Okay, which is like, you know, talking about really going into Esau, even so-called white men, these Oppenheimers, basically putting fire in a canister. This is what's going to destroy their Babylon kingdom. It's their own devices is what's destroying them. Okay, it's, you know what I'm saying. So we almost done. I got just a little bit more. So we got says, yep, verse 10, we're gonna just read the 12. We almost done. His heart is ashes, and his hope is more vile than earth, and his life of less value than clay. For much he know not his maker. Okay, so these people who's doing every other vain thing other than Yahawah, Yahawashi, man. Okay, the Lord really set up people where they're making counterfeit things and they didn't even have a choice. All right, let me get at it. Hey, this guy, he don't seem like you scoffer, but hey, his name is not Jesus, bro. It's Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. You know, the name of the Heavenly Father, everybody calls God, his true name is Yahawah. Okay? Bahasham means in the name of. Yahawashi is the Holy One of Israel. Okay? There's no Jesus Christ. Okay? We're not rocking with him. Okay? I'm going to tell you. We're not rocking with him. Okay? You go look in Leviticus chapter 13. It talks about leprosy. Okay, and then it also said in the New Testament, Paul was talking about it's a shame. It said nature teach you that it's a shame to have long hair. So you telling me a so-called white man with long hair came to come save my ass? Okay, they've been destroying Jake since dawn of time. That's what we've been talking about. The Lord made some people to make a counterfeit existence. And that is Esau, even so-called white man. The Lord's gonna delete that shit. Niggas finna get deleted. Okay. That's all I think about all fucking day. And the brothers, you know. We ain't fucking with no Jeebus over here. Okay. So we're gonna go back to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. That's where we're going. His heart is ashes, his hope is more vile than earth, and his life of value less than clay. Right? For so much he knew not his maker, right? They didn't know Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. They calling on Jesus, they calling on Buddha. They calling on motherfucking, I don't know, the Kellogg's nigga. They ain't calling on the right person, okay? They need to. If you don't believe us, we're not gonna follow you. We're gonna follow Yahawashi. You better be with us following his ass. Okay? If you're not teaching, that's what you need to be doing. Everybody that's fucking breathing. And if you don't, that doesn't mean we're not gonna do nothing to you, but we're gonna be focused on the ones who are listening to what we're saying. Because that's what we're supposed to do. We know this is our job. You know? We know we're gonna get judged. That's why Jonas stopped playing around. He got off his ass, started working for the Lord. Said, no, motherfucker, you're gonna do this. I'm gonna really fuck you up. You're like, oh shit. Okay, I'm on it. And him that inspired into him an active soul and breathe in a living spirit, right? This breath that's gonna eventually turn you immortal. You can still fucking eat fruit and berries and shit like you're not. It's gonna be dope. Verse 12, but they counter for life a pastime, and for our time here a market for gain. For they say we must be getting every way, though it be by evil means. And that's how the world is. They got all this money, they got the bad. Oh, you know what I'm saying? We straight. You know, and that's what's the problem. People have a love for money and idols, and it really has nothing really to do with having the material things. You know, they want to be the most high. They don't want to humble themselves. It's way bigger than just having a whole bunch of shit. But you got some people, you know, that's you know, Jakes, and they're spiritual people, and they've gained some wealth and stuff, but they still good people too, because they seeing like something's wrong. Okay, even the 2/3 are still trying to like the Lord's trying them and fucking with them too, you know, because they looking for the Lord. A lot of them worship Jesus and all this other shit. Okay, when the Lord did that, we didn't have no choice about the 2/3, man. You know. So that's why the Lord was like, you can't really get mad at them because I'm making them do it. But he giving us the knowledge to know, bro. You know, he's giving us the knowledge to know that they're doing that shit. I just want to read that verse 12, and then we're gonna go. I got 3 most precepts, and then I'm gone. Actually, I got 4 of them. So let me go to 12. It says he thinks of human life as just a game, a market where he can make a profit. Okay. And while they were making a profit off the prophets were actually prophesying what's true profit. Okay. Like true success. Okay. That's what you're looking at, man. You're looking at the ones that, you know, we've been given the order by Yahawashi to do this. Because why wouldn't we not? We know his name, bro. They took everything from us. Esau Edom took everything, bro. You know, he took everything, man. He took everything, our language, everything, bro. To this day, where still a lot of our people still don't know Yahawashi. You know, you look at the condition of Israel, it's like, damn. All we can do is believe in the Lord. That's the only thing that's going to pull us out of this, man. This is Sirach 38, verse 28. I actually got a couple more scriptures. But I just want to make a couple little points, man. I was thinking about today. Sirach chapter 38, verse 28. The smith also sitting by the anvil and considering the iron work, the vapor of the fire wasteth his flesh and fighteth with the heat of the furnace. Right? The noise of the hammer and the anvil is ever in his ears, talking about these people who made all this bread, you know, all these people who just love money. And his eyes look still upon the pattern of the thing that he maketh. He setteth his mind to finish his work and watcheth it to polish it perfectly. So you got some people out here, they really know they craft and shit. They know what they're doing. That's what it's saying. Verse 29. So doeth the potter sitting at his work, because it comes more than just the money. When you keep getting that money, you start really like thinking about like, damn, I really want to perfect what I'm doing, like, you know. And that's Jake, because we're spiritual people. You know, even the 2/3, they have their ways where they, you know, they have their way where they, you know, have it where their shit is like neatly intact, okay, but it's worldly. It doesn't mean that they're necessarily just evil as shit, but they will be in Jacob's trouble if they don't, you know, if they don't repent. Because the Lord's going to do a whole bunch of shit, and a lot of people are going to fold, man. You know, so we're hoping the Lord has his spirit on us, because if you don't, you're going to take the MOTB. That's what we're really trying to ultimately get you to not do. You know, that's why we talk about it all the time. Because if you do that, that means that you've been letting Esau gradually and conditionally, you know, prepping you for it. So we're trying to, you know, We're trying to keep our people from that shit. So we talk about it all the time. Verse 29, so doeth the potter sitting at his work and turning the wheel about with his feet, who is always carefully set at his work and maketh all his work by number, right? He fashioneth the clay with his arm and boweth down his strength before his feet. He applieth himself to lead it over, and he is diligent to make it clean the furnace. Get to the point. All these trust in their hands. Everyone is wise in his work. So there's these guys, people who really out here. They really worldly people. They didn't shape the world and shit. It's even talking about them. One of y'all that's really wasn't playing, y'all really formed some shit and had corporations and all that shit. The Lord's got a particular thing, that he's gonna put and be like, this mattered. And everything else is gonna be secondary, man. That's what's coming. Ecclesiastes chapter 38, verse 38, verse 32. Without these, a city cannot be inhabited, and they shall not dwell where they will, nor go up and down. Right. And this is the point. Verse 33. They shall not be sought in public counsel, and that's talking about the spiritual council right here. Talking about Yahawah, Yahawashi. They're not going to be found there, nor sit high in the congregation. Talking about Israel. They shall not sit in the judge's seat, nor understand the sentence of judgment. They ain't gonna even understand their ass getting judged. Okay. They're not even able to understand what it means to be a judge, man. And there's judges everywhere. And he's talking about them, the ones who built the courthouses. Okay. Your Trumps and your Hillary Duffs and whoever else the fuck y'all love so much, you think it's gonna save your ass. And they're gonna just be pawns for your Bahasham shot. They cannot declare justice and judgment. They're not going to have no choice in it, and shall not be found where parables are spoken. So it all that you seeing happening right now, the bottom of it is where parables are spoken. So that's how you even get into this type of counsel. You have to be speaking, as the oracles of the Most High. You have to show your shit, and the elders been doing that for years. My elders been doing that for years. That's what, I'd be so pumped to just, I do so many scriptures, sometimes, but I like to go into stuff and to make my point. Like I said, it said prepared. I try to make a point. Sometimes take me a little longer. Not be wanting to. I'm right around time. I'm not too bad. I'm usually about an hour, to really make a point about certain things that I'm dealing with while I'm walking the straight gate and trying to show Jake, whatever they're going through, this is some stuff to remember. That's what the elders did for me. That's how I was able to, not worry so much about shit. Shit is going to work out. Bahasham outside has us doing this while everybody else is fucking blind. Okay. I know he's helping us. This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 9, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, to reserve the unjust to the day of punishment to be punished. So some people out here, the Lord's literally just got them out here to get judged, man. So the judges that you're seeing at the judge house, this shit is not what you want to be focusing on. We're supposed to be thinking about fucking, oh shit, talking about war, and Jake just has no apathy. Well, I was looking up that word apathy, it just means careless. They're just careless as shit, and they just don't give a fuck that World War III is finna come, Jacob's trouble coming. And I remember I was talking about tolerance. It was tolerance and apathy is the last virtues of a dying society. Okay. And that's how this place is. You've tolerated all this shit and put up with all this shit. Esau Edom lied and did all this shit, and Jake's still gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna take the MOTB because Esau's gonna save me. Jake gonna do that shit. You're gonna be in some trouble, man. You take that damn shit, I'm gonna clunk clunk. The motherfucker gonna be Jacob's trouble initiated, and your ass is gonna be in some trouble, Jake. Anything you thought that was no fucking, so you been in some fuck. All Jake's been through some fuck shit. But I tell you that. All Jake's been through some real crazy ass shit. At least one time you've been here. It's gonna be like this time. Says it's gonna be like never before. You're gonna be terrified. you didn't pay attention to what the Lord was saying. It's very serious, man. Very serious what we're talking about. It's terrifying.
Strong's G 5083. Terreo.
Terrero, that talks about means to observe, or not to observe, but to reserve. To attend carefully, take care of, to guard, metaphorically, to keep one in the state in which he is. The Lord got us fixed on that straight gate, man. Everything everybody else is doing, and you got them doing dumb shit, man. We're doing this. What else you want to talk about, Jake? To observe. He's on us. He's like looking at us all day, like, yeah, you got to fix that a little bit better. So he like fucking with you and shit. The whole day. To reserve, to undergo something. What's that? What's that undergo something? Temptation. Okay? It says to guard from loss or injury properly by keeping the eye upon, and thus differing from which is properly to prevent escaping. Okay? Which implies a fortress or full military lines of apparatus. The Lord is not playing. Figuratively, to fulfill a command. Start serving Bahasham outside. We just and this mother, we doing the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what the council of GMS is, man. Like the Lord literally reserved that. Okay? That's what he said, deliver them out of temptation. So that's how we're being delivered out of them, is going through it this way. Because everybody's going through temptations. Lord's a man of war. Okay? He's always fucking battle your mind. Think you're just gonna get the universe with feeble ass mind, Jake? No. Okay? You have to really been an Israelite. To really been doing this shit. Okay? Can't be on the sidelines, like, you know. The Lord's looking for his men. And everybody who believes in them men are gonna be good. Okay? Everybody else is gonna be in trouble, man. And we're just talking to Jake like, damn, Jake just don't get it, man. We don't want to go into that. I want to go into 6. Okay, verse 5. Okay, this is what he did. He reminded us of all this stuff, man. Jude chapter 1, verse 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this. So that's talking about reincarnation. Okay. And you got the same people at the churches that are like, you don't be reincarnated. Okay, well, why are you gonna remember some shit? Okay, if you wasn't there. Okay, that's why everybody doesn't remember. They don't remember that the judge is going to say, it's talking about right now. Right? We're talking about Ecclesiastes. They're not going to be nowhere where the judges are or anything. That's how it is, this spirit and this truth right now. Okay, like they not in public, in the council, or not in the spiritual world. Okay, there's shit going on right now. In the spirit world is about to connect with the earth. Everything physical is going to be feeble knees. Okay. Gotta make sure you consider this shit, Jake. That's all we're saying. Just consider it. You make whatever decision, but you know, Yahawashi is the only way to make it out of here without being caught on fire. That's what we're telling you. This is saving knowledge. We're not just, and he's putting us in remembrance. He said, when I bring the day of judgment, I bring everybody back. I'm gonna make sure, you know, the elect knows. But he's like, you're the hopeful elect for right now. You have to prove to me that you know, how do we prove it? if you see the Lord walk every single one of our steps to the finish line, because we can't do it. We've been fucking up. Israel been fucking up since the dawn of time. Lord's like, damn, Israel, I can't stand y'all out here. Shit, you know, how the fuck we getting back? Like, we're gonna need some help, Jake. Yeah, like we're gonna need some fucking help. Like, you know, that's why we got counsel. That's why he set that up, so you would get help. Jake be like, fuck the prophets. I don't want to learn nothing. All right, Jake. Though he once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt. See, this is the same people. We really know he said, I saved you. I'm going to put you in. Remember, I saved you. So somebody had to be there. Somebody had to be there if he was going to come to the New Testament. Remember, I saved you. I did. I'm going to put you in remembrance. Remember when you was alive and then I got your ass out of there. That's what it's talking about, reincarnation. Afterward, destroyed them that believe not. So everybody else got a what? Got an ass whooping. Verse 6. And it reads, and these angels which kept not their first estate, right? That's how you know there's angels on the ground that are really gods, okay? But left their own habitation. The heavens is angels. So the angel means malak, messenger. Some of us out here saying, message from Yahawashi. Okay, that's what we're doing. That's what we're fucking doing. And we're serious about it. We're very serious. We're going to give you the message that we got from the elders. We ain't taking no bag, none of that shit. Okay? Fuck all that. Not to stop teaching the truth the right way. We'll just be down here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But you know what I'm saying? That's what we in, bro. We ain't backing down, then, it's gonna be a big deal one day. We saying, I know it is. It's gonna be like, oh shit, I should have fucking heard one of them brothers. But left their own habitation and reserved in everlasting chains under the darkness, under judgment of the great day. And the Lord set up the brotherhood. It said in 1 Timothy, love the brotherhood. So he say, and all that going on, I'm gonna put the brethren back together in the spirit. Y'all gonna be scattered everywhere. Y'all gonna be ready for this. That's what's going on right now. Everybody else is like, down for what? And, okay, Jeremiah. These niggas out here playing, man. Okay, you ain't got to worry about me. I just came to deliver the message. Okay, big bro's coming back. I'm not nobody to worry about. I just do what he told me to do. He said, write them scriptures down and tell my people what y'all telling you. That's it. And it's cool when you like go through and listen to brothers' videos throughout the day. You get all these different perspectives of how the Lord deals with brothers, and you like really start seeing like, damn, man, Lord really set this up, man. We all going through our own gates, straight gate, but it's like we all still together, man. That's how much the Lord loved Israel. Because that Qadash is powerful, man. You can't just fucking shake that shit if you're a Jake. You're gonna feel that shit. It's real. It's Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 20. And it says, in those days and in that time, saith the Lord Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for. See, they're going to be sometime looking like, damn, Jake ain't going off no more. What the fuck? You go see. It says, the iniquity of Israel shall be sought for. We'll be trying to, just want to, they got videos all day of them showing Jake's fighting and shit. They're going to be like, why ain't that? They're going to be confused. Because this is what Jake's known for. Fucking up. There shall be none. And the sins of Judah, because they were the worst, right? That's why Yahawashi was highly numbered among the transgressors, because he's from the tribe of Judah. They talking about ain't no seed line. It said he sprang out of the tribe of Judah, and it said in Revelation he's I don't want to just quote the wrong way. He said the Lion of Judah, but I'm thinking like the what before it. He said some other stuff that I was talking about in this video, but I'll just let y'all go watch it. But, Lion of Judah, that goes back into, his seed line, okay? They're like talking about just some angel came down here, Gabriel came down here and impregnated Mary and shit. Like, nigga, spirits don't fuck, man. They do spirit things. They go in and entice certain people to do certain things. But the Qadash is a whole different spirit than all the other spirits. It's been set apart. Like, it's not the same thing, man. It's just not the same thing. They shall not be found, for I will pardon them whom I reserve. So he said it in the Old Testament too. He said, remember, I will remember this. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to reserve you. And only Israel is supposed to get that. But soon it said in that day, thy people will be willing. So a whole lot of people real soon who was really not really with it, they're going to start having visions and dreams. They're going to start seeing what we was talking about, the ones that are supposed to be at the honorable multitude, because that's going to be a lot of people. That's going to be, it said many people, thy people will be willing. It's a lot more Jake out here and people understand. They got Jake, they look like so-called white people. They're going to start looking for this real soon, because Jake knows when he's in trouble. Okay, that's the one thing y'all other nations, the East Side, y'all out there. That's why y'all be like, damn, Jake be on this shit. He be knowing when he in trouble. Jake trying to get the fuck out of there. Okay, he trying to get out of his shit. You know, you know, Saul chased David in the woods. David sits, so he said, "Oh, now I gotta go." Jake ain't finna just. He ain't finna just sit around, man. If we can escape danger, we're gonna get out of there. You know, we just said we dwelled in tents and shit. You know what I'm saying? And this is gonna be a cut on that
Strong's
Rhapsody.
H7604.
Sha'ar,
Sha'ar.
right? Because he said reserved, right? So he's gonna reserve them. And we're gonna show you it's really talking about being alive, to remain, be left over. And what was it again? Let's click it again. R2D2, what it say?
Strong's H7604. Sha'ar.
Sha'ar. See what I'm saying? That's how you say that word in the Old Testament. Okay, so like the Syrian Hebrew, but I can't go like into the you know, in depth with the words up there. My elder's still teaching me that. I'm gonna start going in, asking them for them, writing them down, put them in the other one. Put them in the Rawchaa and Qadash. You know, we just be doing so much other shit and working, but we finna get in on that, man. To remain, to be left over, to be left behind, to be left over, be left alive, survive. See, be left alive. So you talking about after all the tribulation, your ass still alive and shit. You know, and it said even some of us, you know, we're gonna rise up that did die for the truth. So all we got is Yahawah, Yahawashi, man. We don't have nothing else. Remnant, talking about the elect to be left behind, right? To be delivered. So it's been a whole bunch of Jakes that died by the time of the elect barely make it out of here. And it said 1,000 shall fall on thy right side, and, you know, but none shall come thy thee. And it said 10,000. I think it said 10,000. I got it since I quoted it. Let me do it. It's been a while since I went into that one. Just read it real fast. Yeah, Psalm chapter 91, verse 7. 1,000 shall fall by thy right side and 10,000 at thy right hand. See, or something like that. But it shall not come nigh thee. See? So you're going to see all these people die around you, all these people, and he's going to what? To leave over, spare, to keep left over, to have left, to leave as a gift to who? Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. So it's talking about when you talk about reserving, remain, remnant, reserve, the rest. Okay? Everybody who didn't get blown up, talking about 2/3. You still got people like Sakari and them out there talking about some other shit. That's why we tell you they be going off. Because this is your life, you know. This is your life. Like your family and stuff is really involved in this. Okay, everybody's about to get judged. And that's the one thing about Jake. You know, we want to make sure that we're invested in the right judgment, because Yahawashi is the ultimate judgment. This is my last one. Then I'm done. It's Romans chapter 8, verse 30. And it reads, moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, them he also justified. And when whom he justified, them he also glorified. See? We read 31. But for what we then say to these things, if the Most High be for us, who can be against us? Because everybody is being controlled by him. There's no free will, Jake. Okay? The Lord loved us enough to put us on the straight gate, man, and keep our shit, you know, intact. Because it said that alms, it said that charity covered the multitude of sins, and that charity is talking about the work you do for the flock, you know, and the brotherhood. You know, that's what it's talking about. Because he said it was a commandment. He said to love the brotherhood. If you really don't love the brotherhood, then, you know, the Lord's going to root you out.
Strong's G 4309. Praarizo.
That's how you say predestinate, to predetermine, decide beforehand. In the New Testament of the Most High, decreeing from eternity. So it's talking about from the Old Testament to now. The Old Testament still applies. To foreordain. This was talking about 144,000 elect men built the world with Yahawashi. They're going to receive the universe. That's what this is about. This is the biggest story. Okay? Everything else is fucking mirage, okay? Whatever these niggas saying, whoever the fuck they is. If you ain't talking with Bahasham Yahawashi, I don't really give a shit. You know what I'm saying? But we look into it. We look into it for people who are looking into it, so we can show you bull biggity on. But you know, I really like going there where it's like whole village got drowned and there's alligators swimming everywhere. Like I like reading about that shit because that's a life and death situation. That's what we're telling you is fucking coming. Okay. Determined before, ordained, predestinate, limit in advance. Man, boy, did you set up? There is no free will, Jake. There's no free will. That's why I wanted to bring out today, because my elder was going into some stuff. That's what I wanted to go into. The Lord will, and I can go into some articles later on. So Shalom to elect Israel, hopefully elect Israel, Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, foreign Israelites look like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. Want to give all praise to Barak, the shot. Got to give all praise to Bahasham, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honor to those and apostles of the great millstone. Let us all to the truth. You know what I'm saying? By the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, so forth. The Lord's righteousness and mercy. Gentlemen, forget it's a wrath. To all those who are part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord willing is edifying. Peace and blessing to the elect. Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.